Hello once again, Brother Teacher here. We've been hearing talk of this for quite some while now. Now it has come to pass that a decision has been made and we are going to see boxing champion Floyd Mayweather versus UFC champion Conor McGregor this coming August 2017. Most of you that really know me, you know that I believe in the underdog. I believe in the individual that most people think are not going to win. This is a belief that I've held strongly since I was very young, and I haven't changed. So I've heard individuals say in the news, and this has been front page news, it's been the talk of the news here over the past several days. Once Dana White, the UFC president, owner, has stated that this is actually going to happen. I've heard people ask the question, is this going to be a disappointment or an upset like the Pacquiao fight that Mayweather had? Or is it really going to be something worthwhile? I've heard individuals say that this is basically something that's being hyped up so that Floyd Mayweather can make $100 million, which is what he stands to make, possibly, or more. And I don't know what Conor is going to make from this fight. It's sort of hush-hush right now. But as we get closer to that date, we will know what the money purse is going to be. But here's my take. Floyd Mayweather, to me, now you can say anything that you want to, you have your opinions, but this is my viewpoint. Floyd Mayweather is not a great boxer. I don't care if he's 49 wins and 0 losses. He's not a great boxer. To me, Floyd Mayweather is a very good boxer. Now that's a step above good. So he's right there in the middle. Mike Tyson was a great boxer. Aaron Pryor from Cincinnati was a great boxer. And Muhammad Ali was a great boxer. Now, all of those individuals that I just mentioned have their own traits and their personalities are had, which separates them from one another. But I have said this before and I'm saying it again. It's more than just kicking and punching. In this particular case, it's more than just boxing or punching. It has everything to do with, number one, your personality, your character, what you bring into that ring, and how you are away from the ring. Then it encompasses your technical skill and overall your purpose. What is your purpose? Is it just about money, as people like to rant on about as it relates to Floyd Mayweather? Is it just money? I have a problem when there's an athlete that runs around with millions of dollars in a duffel bag, being coined the moneymaker. Now, good publicity, it's unique, yes. Doesn't sound too ethical to me. I'm not trying to play a politician for those out there who want to call me a Republican, which I'm not. I'm not even a Democrat. But I have a problem with someone flaunting money like that, and supposedly in a professional status. Muhammad Ali did not do that. I have the utmost respect for Muhammad Ali's legacy. Some of these individuals, these sports practitioners, these boxers, need to take some pages from Muhammad Ali's book on ethics, even spirituality. Mike Tyson didn't even flaunt around his money like Mayweather. I don't want to tune in on television and watch some program or some blurb where they show him laying in his bed lined with $100 bills. Well, of course I can change the channel, or I can turn away from the video or what have you, as can we all. But just the idea that someone who has achieved that type of fame will supposedly prostitute themselves in such a way as to say that I have arrived and I have to prove to everybody that I am this particular person. You don't need to do all of that. Why can't you just be you? And if that's who you are, I'm sure I don't stand alone. I'm afraid of you. If that's who you are. That is not an image that I would want my children to pattern after. To grow up saying, I'm going to be like Moneymaker. I'm going to make my money, my cash. I'm going to be a millionaire. That's not a role model to me. I'm not going to say that much about Conor in this particular video. But I can say this. I haven't seen him do that. Now, I think that that's going to also play into the boxing aspect of this when it comes to pass in August 26th. I believe that Conor, even though he's not strictly a boxer and he has to stay away from the MMA mindset or mentality and not have the inclination to want to take Floyd down or to grapple with him or what have you, because he has to practice more boxing now. But I'm going to say this. Who's the most hungry in that match? Floyd is 40 years old. Conor about 28. But who's the most hungry? But more than that, who has the real purpose? What's your purpose? Is it a cash reward or purse? Is that your reason for entering into this setup match? Or is it for something else? If it's to see who's the best, well, that's left up to anybody's interpretation. Some people think Floyd is the greatest boxer of this time. I tend to disagree. Floyd didn't knock out all of his opponents. About 26 he knocked out. 22 of his matches were decisions. Now, Conor, on the other hand, he lost about 3 of his matches. Several of his matches were knockouts. I believe it was 18. But most of his matches ended before the time was up, way before. Of course, that's UFC versus boxing. But here's what I think, just to bring this to an end. I believe that Conor, coming from Ireland, is going to have more to lose than Floyd Mayweather. Because I believe he's going to be standing on his old Irish principles. And anyone can cast this any way they want to after I make that statement. It doesn't matter. It's just your opinion as well. I believe that he's going to try to bring it home. And he has more psychologically and emotionally at stake. Even though he's been a champion in the UFC, he has more on the line than Floyd does. So I believe that this is going to be an upset for Floyd Mayweather, regardless of what the hype is. A lot of people I've heard recently said It's just going to be another Pacquiao fight, and he's just going to show people what he's already done. It's going to be his 50th win. I tend to disagree. I believe that the UFC is going to be shocked that Conor is going to win. And that's going to push Dana White even further up the ranks in terms of popularity. And that's going to give Floyd Mayweather something to really think about as he's licking his tail in defeat. So August 26th in Las Vegas, where Floyd does reside, it's not going to be as glamorous and full of glitter as it usually is for him. It's going to be his first and most unusual defeat against someone who is not formally a boxer as he is. So that's my take. What is your take? Conor McGregor is going to beat Floyd Moneymaker Mayweather August 26, 2017. You heard it here first. I'm Brother Teacher. I'll see you in the next video. So long.